Hey guys, what's up? It's Finch here. We're bringing you guys a game between Ace-11 of Team Greece and Soulgazer of Team Canada. Pretty interesting to see these two teams duke it out again. Yesterday we saw Mysterious M of Team Greece take on Evigaro of Team Canada in a game in which Mysterious M emerged victorious in. That game is on my channel. I posted it earlier today, so be sure to check that out. But with that said, this is a whole new game, and Canada is looking to even their score out at 1-1, whereas Greece is looking to advance to 3-1. Unfortunately, earlier today, there was a game between Leo and Asmatitos, Leo of Team Latin America, and he defeated Asmatitos, but definitely still a lot of good things going on for Greece, so let's see if they're able to pull through here. Right off the bat, we're looking at a dual electric team from Ace-11, which is a style of team that we tend to see a bit more in the pre-DLC metagame, but still has some effectiveness now. In fact, it might even be underrated in the current metagame, so a really interesting bring from Ace-11. Just to go over the full team, he has Greece's favorite Pokemon, Mantine, Clefable, Hydreigon, Rotom Heat, and Excadrill and Zeraora. It looks like a pre-DLC team in all honesty, but anyway, I'm predicting it to be the standard defensive pivot type of Rotom Heat, as they tend to only run like 0 or 8 special attack EVs. Amoonguss always lives that comfortably, even after Stealth Rocks, if it has some special bulk, which a lot tend to run. Spore was to play here, but it looks like it's probably some more physical bulk than special bulk, but not on this team, because A, it's the primary switch into Urshifu, i.e. you come in on a Wicked Blow, then you pivot when you're Dark Resist, or stand in the close combat, but also helps with a slew of other things, so yeah, it's good against rain teams, for instance. With that said, though, it still took only 83%, so it's able to live comfortably and regenerate out. The thing is that the lack of Black Sludge means it's probably going to be Rocky Helmet. Anyway, I'm surprised we didn't see a Stun Spore there. Maybe he doesn't have it, but either way, Soulgazer doubled out to the Dragapult, which is likely scattered by the prospect of a Scarf Hydreigon here, just to be safe. But with that said, Ace-11 probably shouldn't be Scarf Hydreigon here, as he already has a lot of speed control with Zeraora. So I just don't see a need to run much faster than that, but sometimes people tend to run overly conservative amounts of speed control, so it could be fair. Either way, I think the play here for Soulgazer is simply to pivot out to the Magearna or the Mandibuzz. Looking at Soulgazer's team, by the way, it looks like a pretty standard team. Rotom, Heat, Magearna, Amoonguss, Dragapult, Mandibuzz, and Excadrill. Nothing really wrong with this. I quite like the defensive backbone of it. It's honestly one of the favorite teams I've seen thus far, so it's really cool. In terms of ways for Ace-11 to break through it, if this is indeed a nasty plot Hydreigon, it can do really well, but of course it's scared out here. Yeah, and it is indeed. So yeah, it probably is going to be nasty plot Hydreigon and non-Scarf Dragapult, so that makes sense. Either way, the Clefable coming in Mandibuzz is a really good turn for Ace-11. He can now potentially either set up rocks, get a knockoff. I don't think it's Wish, because Wish Clef is taking a pretty big hit in recent days, but yeah, regardless of that, I'm thinking that we're just going to see a knock here. Or, okay, it is Rocks. That means it's not Rocks Drill, so it's probably Swords Dance or Toxic on Excadrill, which is pretty fine as well. Digging a bit deeper, I think that Soulgazer doubles out here, predicting the Hydreigon or Rotom Heat. But he could just stand and go for a Sludge Bomb. I think that the Excadrill might come in as well. So I wouldn't be shocked if we see double switch to Mandibuzz to gain Regenerator and then get a Defog off. Rotom Heat comes in here, though, on the Stun Spore. Okay, so it's a good mid-ground there by Ace-11. However, Soulgazer is going to be able to take advantage of this likely with his Excadrill or even his own Rotom Heat. So I wouldn't be shocked to see another switch here from Ace-11, perhaps to the Excadrill or to the Hydreigon. The thing is that does risk, the latter risks a Sludge Bomb from the Amoonguss, and seeing as it's likely not going to be a Wish variant of Clef, may just stay in and waste a sleep turn. And he does just that, which is fair as well. Now we're probably just going to see the Mantine come in on a Rapid Spin here, as I don't really see a need to risk Earthquake with giving Rotom Heat in, and Rapid Spin's just a safe play for SG. But no, SG tries and catch Ace-11 sleeping, literally. I get it. Ha ha ha. No, not really. Okay. And goes for the Earthquake, but Mantine comes in, so now that's a little advantage for the Ace-11 side. However, a spin is still very possible, and he actually goes for the Toxic and stays in. Perhaps he was trying to lure that Toxic in, and that Scald only does 48%, so in theory, this Excadrill could live another Scald even after Stealth Rock damage if need be. The issue is that now it's always going to be in close combat range, even if it's not Life Orb, Expert Belt, etc. And also, things like Clefable's Moonblasters are going to start to chip on it as well. We're going to see another Scald here from the Mantine, this time into Amoonguss. It's not going to burn, thankfully, for the Soulgazer side, but we got to be careful here. Kind of a funny dynamic here. When Sleep got banned in Black-White, Ace-11 made a post saying Amoonguss is like overpowered when it has all 4 of its attack moves, not like limited to Spore. So there's kind of been like a recurring meme about that. Personally, I don't really think he was trying to make like that point particular. I just think it was kind of construed funny. But regardless of that fact, Amoonguss is still a solid Pokemon in Black-White, even though it's seen better days, and it also is pretty solid in the SS metagame. We're going to see a Sludge Bomb here in Rotom Heat, but it only does 26%, confirming that it's probably just a max HP Rotom, which is pretty sturdy on this special end in my opinion. Digging a bit deeper, I can't imagine Soulgazer stays in here. I think we're probably going to see a retreat to either the Rotom Heat or the Dragon Pulp, but SG is going to get really greedy here and stay in and go for the Sludge Bomb. I completely disagree with that play. If there was an early wake up and an overheat, this game pretty much ended on the spot because Zeraora is such a menace with the Amoonguss gone, so I think that was a really horrible play by the Soulgazer side, and I think it's a good play from Ace-11 to stay in here, but to be fair, it was favorable to Soulgazer, so can't really complain if you are the Greeks or Ace-11 here. I'm just wondering what their play is now. Are they going to try and predict to switch to Dragon Pulp or Rotom Heat? Is he going to go for the Pain Split knowing that, or is he just going to try and attack what's in front of him and go for the Overheat? Well, surely we'll find out here. I think Pain Split's to play as Dragon Pulp does indeed come in on the... Oh, it's going to stay asleep again. That is quite unfortunate for Ace-11 and the Greeks. However, with the Clefable being at 100% and unstatus, it's a pretty safe switch in here. On a Thunderwave that is going to miss, thankfully, for the Ace-11 side. It's probably going to be Thunderwave, Hex, U-Turn, Draco Meteor with Spell Tag. But it could be Substitute over U-Turn as well, as that was run with... Yeah, okay, it revealed U-Turn there. So that was run in the pre-DLC metagame bit, but I think U-Turn makes more sense nowadays with all the Magirna and all the, random other things that you could kind of take advantage of, like Mandibuzz, so yeah. Anyway, knockoff into the helmet there is smart, and now another Sludge Bomb comes out from the Soul Gazer side. This time around, we're surely going to see a Pain Split from Ace-11, as this is quite low. It's in range of a follow-up Sludge Bomb, and it's definitely going to wake up here. So Dragon Pulp just comes in on the Pain Split, I presume. Wakes up on the Pain Split, yup. So that's going to heal the Rotom all the way up to almost half health, so we'll be able to live with Sludge Bomb now comfortably. Even a critical hit one, so long as that crit doesn't poison as well. So it lives a crit or a poison, but not both, basically. With that said, digging a bit deeper into this game, I think that the play here for Ace-11 is simply to go to Zeraora on the Thunderwave, because you also stomach a Hex and a Draco from full health. However, I completely understand the hesitance for that, and bringing Clefable is a great play as well. He goes Drill as a mid-ground, interestingly enough. That's actually a good play on the Thunderwave. So yeah, that's a little less risky than the Zeraora, I suppose. But either way, he's got to be scared of it being dual status, I suppose, without Draco. Set that McMegan and others has used. But with that said, I think the play here for Ace-11, seeing as it's rocks on the Clefable, would be go Swords Dancer Iron Head. And he goes for the Iron Head, predicting the Mandibuzz. And Iron Head was a lot safer, seeing as now you're not kind of obligated to stay in here. And also, Foul Play doesn't one-shot you if you want to stay in and go for the flinch. But I personally would go to Zeraora here. Ace-11 seems to disagree, goes for the flinch, and gets it on top of that. Now I would definitely go to one of the electric types here. But instead he goes for another flinch, and he doesn't get it. It roosts up here. I don't love the fact that he kind of is giving the chance to heal up. I think punishing it would be better, but he goes for another flinch, and this time around he doesn't get it. And now also, barring max rolls, the Mandibuzz is out of Iron Head to a kill range, as you see, and it's going to roost again, so all that effort ultimately is futile now. Drill's going to want to get it away here, probably to something like Clefable, Mantine, or the Rotom Heat. But regardless of that, it looks pretty good for Ace-11 still in the long haul. He does have rocks up, although don't know if they're staying up, seeing as Mandibuzz potential defog. But this surely is Swords Dancer Toxic in the last slot, so in the long haul it could potentially threaten it. And Clefable comes in here now, which means he could reapply those rocks and force out the... One sec, guys, gotta pause. Hey guys, sorry about that. I just had to change rooms because in my basement we have a bit of a sound issue at the moment. But anyway, so what happened was it goes for the Stealth Rocks as the Amoonguss comes in, and now that Mantine comes in here on the Spore, it's poisoned, so that's kind of going to negate the ability to poison it. And then we're just going to see a couple Skulls and then a Roost as we see Spores and then Giga Drain from the Soul Gazer side. That is all fine and well. Just a little catch up. Anyway, now Zeraora comes in here as Sleep Fodder, and it's going to take the sleep as the Mantine still remains above half health, but it took some chips, so ultimately that's been a pretty good play for Soul Gazer, just kind of clicking Spore repeatedly, knowing that the Mantine without Hurricane or Air Slash can't really threaten it, so that's helpful. Anyway, digging a bit deeper here, I'm going to say that the play here for Soul Gazer is simply to go for a Giga Drain or a Sludge Bomb, because I see very little forcing it out, so yeah. We're going to see the Rotom Heat here come in on a Sludge Bomb. Is it going to poison or crit? No crit or poison, so at least at 20%, so it's very likely that it's just going to go for a Pain Split. The issue is that after Stealth Rocks, the Drag Pulse at 45%. the thing is, the Dragapult might be in range of a high roll overheat, and also after it comes in and takes an overheat, even if it lives, it's going to be in range of a future rocks, and rocks are going to be staying up, as it might not be Spin Drill from Soul Gazer, as it's toxic. So I assume it's Stealth Rock toxic, and he goes for overheat, predicting the Dragapult, but Soul Gazer goes to the Rotom Heat and dodges it. So this is a bit of a speed type situation here. I think Ace-11 might be the one scared out, because if he loses the tie, he loses the Rotom Heat, barring an overheat miss. So gotta be careful here. So Clefable ultimately is going to come in on that overheat. Only takes 46% there, so yeah. Anyway, so we're going to see the Drill Double in here on the Amoonguss. That's a great play there for Ace-11, I would say. Yeah. We're going to see a Sword Dance here on a Stun Sport, but the Stun Sport is going to go to the left. It's going to miss for Soulgazer, and that's really unfortunate. I don't think Earthquake necessarily kills this here, though, so he can likely go for a Stun Sport here as well. But he has to risk potential Iron Head flinch or a higher roll. Iron Head is a play here, and it's going to flinch. That's amazing for Ace-11, who's taking a big lead at this point in the game. If this is Sword Dance with this being Defog, then he could potentially try and go for Rapid Spin here, predicting the switch, and just clean the game up right now. However, that is a risky proposition. The thing is that with this being a T-Wave Dragapult, not a Wisp Dragapult, there actually isn't really any counterplay to it regardless. The thing is that the Mandibuzz is able to live a +2 Iron Head here, so Ace-11's thinking here. Personally, I just go for the Iron Head and take the kill. I think that he could potentially bring this in repeatedly on things like the Magearna. It goes to the Rotom Heat potentially as fodder. It's not going to take rocks damage, of course, but Iron Head's going to come in 22% here. Earthquake is likely to play here. I just wonder if we're going to see the Mandibuzz come in for Soul Gazer, or if this is just going to be foddered off. If I'm Ace-11, I think I'm obligated to click Earthquake here, so yeah, and Soul Gazer doesn't want to risk the Mandibuzz coming in, and just lose the game. So the correct play there was just both to kind of stay in and stay put. So yeah, the Rotom Heat goes down, and that's now a 6-5 position for Ace-11 thanks to the flinch. That's a really favorable turn of events for Ace-11 in terms of RNG, but he also played it well. Can't blame him for going for it. Anyway, now, knowing that Soul Gazer is forced to foul play, Ace-11 correctly goes out to his Clefable. That's going to give him a free turn to heal up, potentially. With that said, it could enable something like the Magearna, but with the backbone of Extra plus Rotom Heat, you got to be really careful. And because he knows that's going to happen, Ace-11 tries to double to predict the something to come in, but he actually... Okay, let me reiterate. Oh my god, reiterating. Soul Gazer just used Specs Aura Sphere Magearna to one-shot that Extra Drill. Specs Magearna is just completely demolishing World Cup play, guys. This is amazing. So basically, Ace-11 tried to make a mid-ground, but Soul Gazer was a step ahead of him, and then Soul Gazer predicted a switch from there, knowing that he had a favorable position. Although Aura Sphere also clocks Dehydraken for super effective hit as well. So he made that, and now Soul Gazer stays in, knowing he lives in Earthquake, goes for the +1 Aura Sphere, and takes out the Rotom Heat, and all of a sudden, Soul Gazer is breaking ahead in this game. Wow, what a turn of events here. However, Dehydraken is still giving Ace-11 a chance to win this game. It's likely a nasty plot set. He goes for Flamethrower into that Mandibuzz. It does 30%, but you take Life Orb damage. However, he gets the burn on top of that. That's crazy. It's going to put him in Draco Meteor range. So all of a sudden, after Soul Gazer thought he caught a break by making some great plays, Ace-11's now back at it, thankfully with a burn for him and the Greeks. I imagine he's just going to go to something like the X-Drill and the Draco Meteor here and try and salvage that. Although if it's an offensive drill spread, then it might actually die to Draco Meteor after Stealth Rocks. I think Ace-11 is still favored here, as yeah, the Mandibuzz actually is the fodder here, which is fine. It does poorly against Clef and Zero Aura and Mantine, and you know, that was the best play. I agree. So now Dragapult comes in here. The issue with Dragapult, though, is that it's a 45%, so it can only take 3 more Stealth Rocks, and one of them has to be here. Unless he goes to Magearna and says, okay, I don't mind taking -2 Flame. You know what? Actually, yeah, that's the play. Go to Magearna and just click Flare Cannon, because it's going to get a kill. It might 2-hit KO, no, and it shields everything. Yeah, no, I think that's the play, and I actually think that this is enough for Soul Gazer to win the game, because I forgot the Zero Aura is actually asleep. So I think this favors Soul Gazer at this point, barring some unfortunate turns of events. So I think you just go to your Magearna here, knowing it's a -2, and you live the Flamethrower easily. From there, you simply can go for the Flare Cannon. If it connects, then you're winning the game. You're getting a kill, and you can just kind of force these sequences repeatedly. Your Amoonguss is good for fodder, although you're not going to bait a Draco Meteor with any of your 3 Fire Weak Pokemon, so you're going to have to go to the Dragapult to revenge kill this in future instances. He goes to Amoonguss. Why would he go to Amoonguss here? What? I don't think I understand this play. I mean, this is already checking 0 aura because the 0 is asleep and you're at half health and you're able to 3-kill a Sludge Bomb. But on top of that, it's asleep, so, like, you know, I don't see a need to regenerate health. I don't want to get much lower either, though. I think if you're Ace-11, you just go out to Mantine, yeah. On the Stun Spore, correct play. And now you double out to... What is it? Combine Clef? No, just Skull? Okay, I guess letting this go is fine, too, but that makes you really weak to Drill. But you do have Hydreigon or Vengeful Drill because Drill isn't a Rapid Spin, so I guess it makes some sense. Yeah, it looks like we're just seeing a trade here, so it's interesting. I'm not sure I agree with Ace-11's play, but I don't really know what the alternative is. Soulgazer goes Dragapult. I don't know if I agree with that. Scald here, he's going to do 15%. It's not going to burn, though, so he's going to be able to live under the rocks. I think that was really risky. Yeah, I don't love that play, but it does leave the Dragapult out to get the kill here, which is pretty good for the Ace-11 side, although Ace-11 might try and go Clefable here. The thing is that Clefable is going to die to 2 Shadow Balls. I don't know if it died to 2 Hexes. The thing is it's not status, but if it's Spell Tag, which I presume it is since it's not leftovers and it took damage from rocks, then yeah. Either way, we're going to see the Hydreigon double in here on a U-turn correctly, so now the Hydreigon's been able to pick up a kill in all likelihood with Flamethrower on either of the 3 remaining Pokemon, and the Dragapult's only going to come in one more time, which is why I believe that the initial play of going to Dragapult on the Mantine Scald was a really big mistake for Soulgazer, as now all of a sudden he has to win the game quicker than not. The thing is that he could potentially live a Flamethrower with a Moongus depending on rolls and spreads. I don't know the spread personally, but this Hydreigon, Moongus isn't going to live from 66 here. So you're going to have to fodder off the Zera Aura, presumably. Sorry. Fodder off the Moongus, presumably, to the Flamethrower, and then go to Dragapult to revenge kill this. The thing is that Dragapult can simply lead to the foddering... Wait, why would he go Magirna? What? On the flame... Okay, I guess... That gives him free Regenerator, so now he could live a Flamethrower later on. You know what? That was actually the game-winning play right there. That was really smart, because he baited that Flamethrower to get free Regenerator, and it wasn't a Nasty Plot, so now this lives. I think that Ace-11 had to consider going for Nasty Plot there. Oh, it's a Roost Hydreigon! Holy crap! That's amazing. Oh, but he gets the poison. Wait a minute. So now it's going to come down to a series of 50-50s because it's a Roost on the Hydreigon. But it's poison and it takes life over every time it deals out damage, so it's going to be really close here. He needs this Hydreigon to beat Excadrill, so he's got to keep it alive. I almost wonder if Stun Spore... No, Stun Spore was not better. Actually, it might have been, because then Drill just won the game. I think Stun Spore might have been better. Soulgazer said, I guess I did because I was going for the kill in the chat when he asked if he choked by not stunning. So yeah, that was a potential misplay by the Soulgazer side, not going for Stun Spore, because Roost Hydreigon really isn't common. But we're going to see Sludge Bomb just repeatedly doing 31%, so it was a pretty lucky poison there. For the Soulgazer side, this is a really close endgame, guys. We're going to see more Roosts here, trying to get Hydreigon healthy enough to get a Nasty Plot off. I wonder if Soulgazer is going to go Dragapult on this turn. Personally, I would, but Excadrill is a mid-ground. No, I don't think Excadrill ever makes sense, actually, in hindsight, because then you lose to Clef. I think you have to call and go Dragapult on one of these turns if you want a chance of winning the game. He goes for Nasty Plot here on the Sludge Bomb, okay. But wait, so after Life Orb and Poison damage, he's going to die this turn. So what if he switches this turn? Because switching this turn is perfect. Because if he kills you, then you still have the Amoonguss and the Drill here, and you win this. Yeah. So I think that Soulgazer wins no matter what, so long as he goes Dragapult on this turn. Yeah. I can't see a way for him to lose. If he goes Dragapult in this turn, or at least lose immediately. He can lose in the longer run if he brings the Hydreigon back, but Dragapult should be able to get a kill if it pivots in here, so I think this is pretty much guaranteed if he goes to Dragapult. Yeah. Why didn't he go Dragapult? I really disagree with this. I think he should go Dragapult now. Come on, just go Dragapult. I can't see why he's not going Dragapult here. You PP stall Sludge. You go Pult. It auto wins. You gotta go Pult. Thankfully he goes Pult here. Yeah, there you go. Assuming a 2 kills cleft, then it's fine. Yeah, because now he can get to sleep. See, now he gets to sleep. Yeah, Manat's right, basically. Now he goes cleft here, but that's going to invite in the drill. The drill could force a kill. And Yusu's in U-turn range. Maybe not. But I think this is still fine, yeah. SG wins here, for sure. Unless it's not... Well, no, because this lives a flamethrower after Stealth Rock, doesn't it? Does Amoongus live a flamethrower after Stealth Rock? If Amoongus lives a flamethrower after Stealth Rock, then the game... I think giving him that extra roost really hurt because now he's so healthy. You can't switch into like Sludge Bomb, for example. He's thunder. Oh, he misses the Thunder Wave. Okay. That was bad. I think Soul Gazer's main show cover was going to the Dragapult in the Mantine. But if it's Spin Drill over Swords Dance, which I'm inclined to believe it is, but wait, it's not Rocks. He needs Rock. Wait, do you go for Rocks here? I think he might have wanted to go on Moongus there to get Regenerator. He goes for Rocks. Okay, he gets the drill knocked off. Do you go to Amoongus here, claim your Regenerator, and then double back to drill? Damn, the poison actually could hurt Soulgazer. I think you really need to go for the Stun Spore. Yeah, I think that even if he did eventually go, he goes Iron Hit here. Okay, doesn't even kill. That's funny. Gets to flinch. Okay, so yeah, I think that I think Ace-11 wins the game with Hydreigon. So Hydreigon comes in here. It's at 46. Do you go Amoongus here and pray to live? But then it could just roost. There's 10 roosts left versus 6 sludge. Yeah, I don't see a way out for Soulgazer at this point, as it is indeed Timid Hydreigon. Yeah, so going to Dragapult on the Mantine threw the game away, unfortunately. Crit Sludge Bombs can still do it, but he's going to need repeated ones. Yeah. It really needed to be Spin Drill. And he wasn't because he was Rock. So yeah, it makes sense on this team. He didn't have another Rocker. That's what I was keying in on before, actually. So that makes sense. But I think the big misplay for Soulgazer, because this is pretty much a one game, was the fact that the Dragapult, if it didn't take the Scald from Mantine, pretty much won the game. He's going to need pretty much running crits from here on out. He only has 3 Sludge Bombs left, so yeah. Honestly, the poison from Soulgazer really hurt him. If he just went for Stun Spore, or if he didn't poison the first time, then he probably won the game as well. And if Pulse first Thunder Wave and Clef hits, damn, it was a really unfortunate game for Soulgazer, but there was also some errors that he made as well. I think that's how I'd sum it up, honestly. Sorry for a bit of a choppy late game narration. I kind of got booted from my basement where I normally narrate games, and unfortunately that kind of made it a bit awkward. I'm talking at a completely different angle in my room right now because I don't have the normal chair I sit in. So I guess there's a bit of a saga with my chairs either breaking or me being forced away from them in the middle of narrating these World Cup games. It's not a second time, but with that said, I hope you guys are still enjoying the content. I know we've got a lot of new subscribers, so shout out to all you guys. We recently surpassed 3,000, which is simply amazing, guys. We're going to get an OU Live up sometime tonight as well, so definitely stay tuned for that. But now, I believe it's out of Sludge. There's 1 Sludge Bomb left. Yeah, there's no way, so you just see a Roost here, and that's going to be that. So Greece is going to advance to, I believe, 3-1, and Canada, unfortunately, is going to fall to 0-2, with both of their losses being at the hands of Team Greece. Great game. Well, it was an okay game, but there's a lot of unfortunate stuff, but some great plays on both sides still. Definitely got to give them credit for that. Yeah, just waiting for this to finish out. Bit of a stalwart here. I'm hoping that the sound wasn't messed up when I moved to my room, so I didn't have time to change settings in the middle of that recording. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let me know what you think of these teams and this game, guys. Ace-11 just making sure he has every reason to just go for the Nasty Plot here, so he can kill with 1 Flamethrower. Yeah, and the Giga Drain, okay. And that'll do it, because Flamethrower definitely kills here. He could go for a Roost first just to ice it off in case of any like nonsensical bullshit, but Given the damage we saw in that Amogus in previous turns, there's no way Flamethrower is not going to kill it here. So yeah, it's going to be a win for Ace-11 in the Greeks. I mean, we know it's Rocky Helmet, and we know it also is a bit more physically, defensively oriented. So he goes for a Roost here on the Sludge Bomb. It does like 30%, and now the Flamethrower should be able to take it out. And it does indeed, and that's going to be that. All right, good game, guys. Peace.